YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. We are going to jump back into some online play. I'd asked you all for some 2v2 battles. I got quite a few submissions. I was very curious in this one because it was going to be a combination high elves and dwarves that promised some flame cannons. It's kind of weird, the flame cannons deployed facing the wrong direction. Did they almost like... yeah, it's very strange. Flame cannon turned the other direction there. In any case, let's take a look at the armies. The dwarf line up front, going to be a line of warriors and longbeards, 2 cannons, a thane, runesmith, rune lord. Got some dwarf wares. I think they were expecting a Gobbo vanguard deploy is probably why they were turned around, because there were several units turned around backwards. So that's probably why they were doing it. Same thing here. Yeah, they were covering the corners. That's what they were doing. They were checking for Gobbo vanguards in the corners. Smart move. High elves, it looks like we got 4 spears, 3 white lions, 3 eagle claw bolt throwers, and then for the wood elves over here, they've got 4 way watchers pushing up, but the flame cannon is going to start owning them. So, oh wow, no, it's not just 4, this is 6 way watchers. Holy cow. And the flame cannon is doing its work, and those way watchers better get away from the flame cannon, because it is going to nuke them. Odd shot there, though. It must have bounced somewhat and then done it, but see some healing, or Shield of Thorns here, going to give some missile resistance. Good thought, but just way too aggressive here for the Way Watchers. Way Watchers are just not survivable enough to take this kind of fight. They really have to fire from range and use their speed to keep them away, and then same thing here where these Dragon Princes are going to just push through the Sisters of the Thorn without too much problem. So, yeah, those flame cannons really pushing back hard. The Ancient Tree Man's going to push forward towards the Dawi. He's taking shots from the cannons, and he is not loving life right now. Check out the Gobbo army over here. Let's see, trolls. Ooh, that's a lot of black orcs. Then we got an orc shaman and a Night Gobbo war boss, 2 Glade Guard behind it, and then the Hammer of Gork. So almost all archer wood elf army. That tree man is just getting wrecked by the cannons. And the Sisters of the Thorn, fairly survivable under the right circumstances, but overextended in this particular direction. Tormentor Sword has pinned this tree in place, and he's just... You see the cannonball bounce off of him? That hurts. So he's taking a beating. Yeah, the Way Watchers are pushed out by the flame cannon. The flame cannon, or regular cannon, gets routed. This cannon's still alive, and flame cannon's still alive. 45 kills. Here comes the mainline engagement. Those black orcs are going to destroy enemy infantry here, I would think, unless something turns the tide here. It's pretty sweet here. Orc shaman. The Frostheart Phoenix gets routed there by a combination of units. You can see the Way Watchers trying to skirmish back, but they continue to be under artillery fire. The question's going to be whether or not the orcs can break through here. Tree Man gets into combat finally. He's still getting pelted by cannonballs. Ooh, he's going to use Awakening of the Wood, because he had all the dwarves up in there, but the dwarf player saw it coming and was able to get away. So it won't cause a ton of damage. So nice awareness by the dwarf player. Frostheart Phoenix is back in the fight. Maybe going to do a rear charge here. The White Lions are trading pretty nicely. Frostheart Phoenix is just going to go after the Night Gobbo war boss for a minute. Yeah, it looks like the Phoenix is about to drop. Shouldn't last much longer. Ooh, Dragon Princes have lined up a beautiful rear charge here. We gotta see this. Yeah, just pummeled the Black Orcs. Now, they don't have armor piercing, but they do have a huge charge bonus. The Trolls get netted, and they're gonna be stopped by the Dwarf Warriors. A very nice job there to allow the Dragon Princes to do the damage to the Black Orcs. Use their massive charge bonus. Finally, the flame cannon's being taken down, but not before it's killed 60 some odd Way Watchers here, but they do get it. When Way Watchers get in range, they will decimate artillery. The Tree Man gets routed, being chased away by Dwarf Warriors rather ignominiously. And despite the massive infantry advantage, the greenskin infantry just not able to tear through the lines of the or the high elves reliably. Even with the crimson killos here, it just didn't happen fast enough. The high elves held out for too long. Gobbo Big Boss, 2 of them coming in here to try and silence the rangers. The rangers have just been firing away, and they're doing some good work against the trolls right now. Comes another Dragon Prince charge. So Dragon Princes have done a good job of helping to turn this tide here. Nicely played. Dragon Prince has got a lot of kills, picked up a chevron. More Dragon Princes over here, 131 kills, also has a chevron. They're tying down the greenskin leadership. Way Watchers are running low on ammo and men, or elves in this case. Another cycle charge from the Dragon Princes. Despite being tired, they're still going to be laying down a punishing charge. Yeah, 80 charge bonus. You better believe they're going to do some damage. Here comes that other Dragon Prince unit, looking to do the same thing against these unbraced infantry, and they will do so rather successfully. I think that was like the foot of Gork or something, but I'm not sure it worked. Greenskin leadership has punched through. You do have the 2 Dragon Princes and a White Lion left. Over here, some Black Orcs are trying to polish off a Dwarf Warrior. All the Dwarf leadership is left, so I don't see how the Greenskins fight their way out of this. Techless is alive. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy fight here. Let you watch this here with the Dragon Princes tangled up with the Greenskins here. Those Black Orcs will do a lot of damage to the Dragon Princes in extended combat because of their armor-piercing attacks. So not many Dragon Princes left on the battlefield at this point. Just a few. Some here, some here. Dawi leadership has showed up, and that should be the end of the greenskin leadership. The particular greenskin leaders in this fight are not a big threat to 3 Dawi heroes. And it looks like the last of their enemies are going to be pushed from the battlefield, so an unlikely alliance between high elves and dwarves, and a just as unlikely alliance between wood elves, or I should say an even more unlikely alliance between the wood elves and the greenskins of Crooked Moon tribe. So a Pyrrhic victory. Fun one in that. I like the use of the flame cannons, and I like how the high elves and the dwarves are prepared for the goblin ambush. But instead, the goblin player of all things too, being schemy as usual, brought an army full of orcs, but was probably intending to trick the other team into thinking they might go for something like the all-ambush army, which I thought was pretty cool. And a very risky build here by the Wood Elves, very risky. I would say it's extremely risky in the sense that it really didn't have any way to protect these Way Watchers from a massed cavalry attack. And when you invest this much in Way Watchers, going up against something like the Dwarves and the High Elves who have so much long range, it's extremely risky. Not a situation that I think is always going to work out for you. And in this case, it didn't. So the flame cannons only got 63 kills, but don't be fooled, picked up 2 experience chevrons here because the targets they're killing are very expensive. And flame cannons are very good at killing skirmishers and infantry blobs. They're very expensive, but they're very good to that end. So hope y'all enjoyed this one. Appreciate Eerie Robin, Undivided, Game Master, and Haldir of Lothlorien. Thanks for the fun game, guys. Definitely appreciate it. I will see you all next time with some more Total War Warhammer Online battles. Appreciate MSI sponsoring the channel, and I appreciate you being here every day. If you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe. There'll be more coming your way. Try and keep the videos rolling for you. HeirofCarthage, signing out.